First book I've read in a while is Mistborn, written by Brandon Sanderson, part of his big ever-expanding universe to Cosmere. A big reason for finishing this book up was to get ahead of the film announcement and finally have a book that I've read before I've seen the film. And honestly, if they nail it, this film will be an epic, a true crowd-pleasing blockbuster. But as a book, it really works. It's got political intrigue. It's got a really intriguing world, one that you can actually feel, and I'm the one that's really great to visualize in your head, because it isn't just a fantasy world where there's forests, and it's pretty much like a European and European homage, like some Lord of the Rings, or very or bland universes, like very contemporary, like Harry Potter. It really wants to set on that Victorian Gothic world, especially with the red sky. That they really hammer home about the ash falling, so it really gets this oppressive nature of this world. And obviously the whole setup is that it is a world where evil won, and it's a world where evil won, and so we start in a hole thematically, not just like the holes that they and the pits that they refer to. It like a hole for everybody involved. It's and throughout the book we see a revolution occur throughout, and obviously we follow Vin, who is our protagonist. We see the world through her. She's obviously the Luke Skywalker hero's journey type character, mentored by Kelsier, who is obviously the survivor in the book. And throughout it, it's we assemble this team, Sarzed, Ham, and I forgot the other one. But it doesn't. Yeah, so, and Spook and all that. And we spend quite a bit of the book in setup, getting Vin on side, the first two parts, and then obviously her coming into this new world that she finds herself in, of a heist. And obviously there's setbacks in it, and a lot of the big portion of the book is spent at going to really highly privileged dances, where Vin is obviously a rat, where she's trying to mine information out of all these top tier people in the world. And obviously the Lord Ruler rules over them, and they're all scared of him. And what's genius about it is that for a long time we do not meet the Lord Ruler until about, I think, it is very late into the book that we meet him. And what's genius about it is that Brandon Sanderson spends quite a lot of the book building him up, obviously for a reveal that is just perfect. I think I caught on that that's what was going to happen, because it's going to be played against you if they allow you to build up in your head for a while. So when we get to it, even though I knew it was coming, I thought it was very well done. It's action packed, and I never feel bored whilst reading it. It's packed with action scenes, and it never feels boring. There's a good pace to it, even when it's a little bit slow when it needs to be. And I think people always refer to the back end of the back portion of a Sanderson book is where everything happens. So I think I read the final stages of the book a lot quicker than I read the middle portions, because it was just the pace was picked up and it just flew past so quick. I don't see how with the film, however, I don't know how it's going to work, because a lot of the final act occurs, or Act 2 kind of ends with only 150 pages remaining, and it's about a 600, nigh on 700 page book. So I'm interested to see how they distribute time and give everything the proper the proper and required attention that everything needs to work in like a 3-act structure, like a 3-act 2.5 hour film, because they've got a lot to do. And yeah, but no, I can't recommend it enough, because it's just, I think it's just like, it's good. I think that's the thing. I think anybody would like it. I think because it hits so many widespread themes. It's like, it's about revolutions. It's about people rising up, which I think is a very American Hollywood approach to things. And yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, it's a classic. It is a classic tale in that sense, and yeah, it's a good hero's journey. Probably could argue it's a bit, but like Star Wars, especially with something that happens in the late stages of the book. However, yeah, I don't think there's anything bad to say. I think I would, if I was given a ranking, I would say definitely 10 out of 10, because yeah, it just does everything it needs to, right? And I don't think anything's a problem. I think maybe somewhere in like 200, 300 pages in, I don't know if it kind of works. No, it works in a sense of like pacing wise. Like, it takes us a bit to get to the next bit. But other than that, I think it works all round. It sets a really good world, a flawed protagonist. Yeah, one that really wants to like be something, but also has such self-conflicting issues. Like she doesn't believe in herself, and I think that's what a big part of the book does. It's somebody growing confidence in herself and to aspire to inspire. And yeah, like, it ends really well too. So, and I'm currently reading Well of Ascension, so if it maintains this ominous presence that's established at the end of the book and throughout the rest of the series, I'm only going to focus on the first 3 books first, and then probably move on to something else. But yeah, I think that if this continues momentum, this will be such a good ride. So yeah, Mistborn, couldn't recommend it enough.